Hello, my friends. It's Jen again. Today is day 6 without any Instagram or Facebook on my phone. It was a little harder today for one reason and one reason only. I just came back from watching Spider Man A Brand New Day. I'm one of those nerdy people. I will go see movies the day before the official release day. I will always go on a Thursday as early as we can before the Friday, supposedly opening night. My family and I go. We're nerds like that. So, what do I normally do in that? I usually make several posts either on Facebook or on Instagram about, oh, I'm going to the movies. I'm so excited. I'm going to see Spider Man or whatever the next Marvel movie is. And I couldn't do that. And I did post in one place. I never use Snapchat, and I went to Snapchat and just say no words. I posted a picture of the end credit scene, which was not really a big deal. It's not a spoiler at all. And just wrote no words because I literally feel like I have no words. My personal opinion, I'm going to say off the bat, I am a very gracious movie reviewer. If you can hook me and keep me in the universe, I can jump that line of reality versus story. I thought this movie was a banger. This is my favorite Spider-Man movie by far, and I love Tom Holland. Out of all three Spider-Mans, but Tobey Maguire's meh, Andrew Garfield, okay. But Tobey Maguire to me is Spider-Man. 100% is Spider-Man. So I was already on board. The story arc, the depth of the story, how everything was done. I'm not going to spoil it, so don't worry. I personally thought it was excellent. I sat through the movie, and right after the movie, I was like, I'd sit through it again right away. I would come back, buy another ticket, and sit right through it. And I couldn't do that because the movie theater was like all the showings are booked. But I would absolutely go see it tomorrow again just to pick up things. I had certain suspicions about the actors. I had suspicions about Sadie Sink. She's in there, about who she was going to be and what she was going to do. And I was right. I had other suspicions and I was wrong. So I was happy that there was some instincts I had as a comic book lover that were correct, but other things that were like done in a different way than I would thought would have been predictable. And that was refreshing to me. And I just really like the depth of his character. And I felt like we could get a sense of the Peter Parker that we got at the end of No Way Home. That carried through, right? That in No Way Home, where he was like with Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and they were all having that deep bonding moment over Uncle Ben's last words and Aunt May's last words. I felt the depth of that emotionality carried through this movie really well. And I just loved it. I loved it. There are some hysterical parts in this movie. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but it's really funny how grossed out he is over certain changes that may or may not be happening to him. And I loved the Punisher is a big person in this film, and I just loved the banter with that. So I loved the movie so much. And the thing that was hard for me was I couldn't post about it anywhere. I couldn't do that. Oh, I got in one of the first showings of the Spider-Man movie, and I couldn't post to my nerdy friends and get that kind of street cred hit of already going to see the film. That's where I felt a lack of not having Instagram or Facebook on my phone. And I got home, I checked my Instagram really quick, and I'm like, there's really nothing there for me. I saw my niece, I saw both accounts that I normally go and check, and then I'm scrolling, I'm like, there's nothing here for me. There's just nothing here for me, which is different than what I was feeling like 3 days ago when I was losing a lot of time. And I have access to Facebook where I probably will post something about it now since I'm at my computer. But I'm here and I'm not really driven to. The only time I felt the lack was when I couldn't use this and I couldn't post about the movie or that I'm at the movie in the theater, tag the theater, like all those things. That's when I felt the lack of not having that kind of social media and having that communion with all of my nerdy Comic-Con friends. by just putting it out there. But overall, it's getting better. And I have to say, overall, I am beginning to consider more and more just taking my profiles down or privating them and just going quiet for a while. So, anyway, thank you for checking in. This one is a quick one. If you have not seen Spider-Man Brand New Day, dude, you want to see this. You want to see this. And I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, there was nothing clear in the post credits, but I'm thinking that there's a segue from Spider-Man Brand New Day into Doomsday in December, which I already have my tickets because that's how I roll. I think there's a segue going in there. I believe that I think there is, but there's nothing definite. Even the post-credit scene, there's nothing definite. I will say that I was hoping that the post-credit scene was going to tie up either one or two lines that I felt like the movie left hanging. But one, if one that has to do with Sadie Sink's character, I thought that would have a continuation or something tying up there, and that didn't happen. And then something that had to do with the Hulk's character, Bruce Banner. And again, not giving anything away, just I was wondering if there's a little bit more to what's going on there. And there wasn't that either, which only leaves like me to guess that the post-credit scene has to do with Doomsday, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. But it was a fantastic movie. Again, I'm a very gracious moviegoer. I am not somebody who's going to sit there and pick things apart because I'm there to enjoy the movie. Did I enjoy it? Immensely. Immensely. I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed the story. I thought the story was excellent, but I'm not going to sit here and just piece things apart. That's just not how I am when it comes to movies. I think they did an excellent job with this, and I love the maturity of Tom Holland's Spider-Man and how he's growing, but how he still can act like a kid. So that was the only time this was hard, was not being able to post about it. That was it. Thanks for checking in and watching these videos. I hope they're helpful to anybody else who might be struggling with social media on their phones. And if you are a Marvel fan, by all means, go see this movie. It was fabulous. You won't regret it. If you're any kind of comic fan, it was so well done. I would say that my top Marvel movies right now, maybe I'm just feeling new to it in order. I can't even put them in order, but my top 5 Marvel movies would be in no particular order: Black Panther, Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home, and this movie. Those are my top 5. I thought they were phenomenal. Anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, maybe try taking the social media off your phone for a day or two. Bye.